Welcome to CEO Money. I'm Michael Yorba. Thanks for joining us. I've got Austin Hubbell, founder and CEO of Consilium Crypto. Austin, my great pleasure to have you on the show. Great company. Tell us more about it.
It's a pleasure to be here, Michael. Thanks for having me. Consilium Crypto is a big data company that provides quantitative and qualitative investment research for funds, family offices, and exchanges within the crypto asset space. From a high-level perspective, we pull in data from silos across the world, bring it into one system, and distill that into analytics products for financial institutions.
How many cryptocurrencies are you keeping track of now?
At the moment, we're tracking over 14,000 tradable assets across 40 exchanges all around the world in real time.
All right. So if I have a multitude of different exchanges, you're just grabbing them. So what percentage of the market is that you're already working with?
So we're actually capturing over 90% of all the public trade volume in cryptocurrencies in the world, which really means that we have complete price transparency, complete volume transparency from exchanges across the globe.
Now, let's back up and break that down just a little bit for the audience, because some of them may not know as much as others. So there's a big problem out there right now, and you're addressing the major problem in the market, this fragmentation of the crypto markets. Tell us how you're accomplishing this and really giving Bloomberg a run for their money with what you're doing.
Well, right now there is a major problem, and that the fragmentation is kind of twofold. We see that the markets are very fragmented in terms of liquidity, but also in terms of information. So on the liquidity side, there are hundreds of exchanges and thousands of tradable assets. Each of these exchanges can have differences in pricing, differences in volume available, and that can cause a lot of problems in terms of transparency. Then on the information side, there's really no single trusted source of crypto data out there today. And there's a lot of problems with methodologies of existing data providers. Just to give you a quick example, yesterday I was on a site called Crypto Compare, and I was looking at the asset XRP developed by Ripple. Now, Crypto Compare gave XRP a total market cap of $47 billion. And then I look over at CoinMarketCap, an entirely different site, another data provider, and what they reported was 19 billion. So we have 47 billion and we have 19 billion. That's a huge difference. Yeah. And if you're not a sophisticated investor, or if you don't do your homework into their methodology, that can cause a lot of problems.
How do you fix this? Because that's a massive spread.
Absolutely. So we're all about transparency. All of our methodology that we use to calculate our various metrics is available to our clients. And additionally, we look at a lot more data sources than any of our competitors. Most of our competitors choose to focus on one particular area, whether that's market data, text data, what have you. We capture market data, text data, and alternative data. So we're looking at blockchain statistics, GitHub developer activity, news, forums, social media, as well as the vast majority of the crypto trades in the world.
So you aggregate and come up with an average to get a true market price relative to the various exchanges that are talking about, say, market cap for one, and price?
Right, that's correct, and that's just scratching the surface of what we can provide. We can really dive into the quantitative metrics that a lot of quant or quantamental funds are looking at today, and we're also open to developing custom metrics for our clients depending on their use case.
Okay, brilliant. Tell me about, let's change gears for a little bit, move forward, and we can come back and talk about that again. You can provide us with lots of content going forward of what your discoveries are as we go forward. But let's go into the mainstream. Right now, ETF decisions from the SEC. What's going on with that?
Well, Michael, I mean, as you know, I can't speak on behalf of the SEC, but I believe the regulators are doing everything they can to protect investors in this nascent and still developing market. But that being said, there is a clear criticism that comes across from some of their comments, and that's that there's still price manipulation in the market. So right now, when we look at the reference rates being used to price the underlying of derivatives contracts, they're only looking at 5 or 6 crypto exchanges, which means that they're ignoring a large part of the volume that's actually out there and being traded around the world. Consilium would like to do its part to mitigate this price manipulation by offering our own reference rates that will be launching in a few weeks. And those reference rates are calculated from a much larger pool of trades and a much larger pool of exchanges, which makes it a lot more difficult for price manipulation to occur. And hopefully that will push it just a little bit closer to acceptance of these ETFs.
Well, when you can aggregate that and you come up with a mean for the real price of what it is, you're also going to help the entire market with liquidity, because then people will feel more comfortable about trading.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right there, Michael. And that's one of the things that we've been speaking to some of the larger exchanges about.
All right. And I suspect that you're getting good reception on that?
Yes, that's correct. So everybody's interested in transparency of volume, transparency of price, and then what they want to do with that. It differs from funds to exchanges, but it seems that everybody has their own use case for this, and this is really valuable information to a lot of different verticals.
Now, everybody's going to have their most important thing on this next question, but from you telling our audience, the most important thing that you provide your clients with is what?
It's a 360-degree view of any crypto asset in the world. So there's other platforms out there that track the top 10 assets, and they track it in one particular channel of information. Mm-hmm. We're looking across a multitude of channels, and we're looking at almost every single tradable asset in the world. So whether you're a small cap investor, large cap, mid cap, whatever your strategy may be, we have the 360-degree view of that particular market or that particular asset. It's really about giving investors the tools to make data-driven decisions themselves.
Now, I understand that you've pretty much answered my next question, but I want to give you an opportunity to drill down a little bit more on that, if you like. It's simply put, why Consilium? Why would investors use your system as opposed to Bloomberg or other major providers in this space?
From all the research we've done and the testing of the other products available today, it's pretty simple, Michael. If you're not using our system, you're missing a piece of the puzzle.
Well put. All right, Austin, it's been a pleasure having you on the show. I know that you're going to have tremendous success going forward. Thanks for being here.
Thanks very much, Michael. Take care.
You're welcome. You've been watching CEO Money with Michael Yorba. Thanks for joining us. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.